Evening all, and welcome back to episode 16 of Kerbal Space Program Kerbalism. Now, last episode we successfully rescued Gracie, Bill and Dudlow from the moon and brought them back with all the wonderful science with them. Actually been to the moon, I'm just shocked that I actually managed to get there and get back without killing anyone. It's a miracle. So, in this episode, I want to look at our money. We've got about $500,000, but I need to think about upgrading things. Upgrading the launch facility, maybe even upgrading the runway. There are many things that could be upgraded. The research building's okay for the minute. So what contracts do we have to make money? There was one of build a service outpost on the moon. Not too sure about that. An orbital spacewalk near Minmus, 50 grand, and a flag on Minmus. They would be very easy to achieve. Let's do that. We can grab a little bit of science by landing a different biome as well. A station in orbit in Minmus. Temperature surveys around Minmus. Do we want to try and do everything around Minmus at once? I think so. Yeah, let's do the temperature one. And what's this one? Station that has an antenna, docking port, generate power. That's easy enough. 7 Kerbals. Have a viewing cupola on the station. Cupola. That's possible, but we can wait for later to do that one. So, right, Minmus, and we need some way to manoeuvre around Minmus once we get there. Well, I would say our moon lander could easily get to Minmus. Minmus has a much lower gravity than the moon, so it wouldn't require anywhere near the amount of fuel to get there. Not the Mooncraft, the Moon Express, or was it the Moon Lander? That was the one. And this is what we've come up with. Variation on the lander, slightly different, similar resemblance, but slightly different design. Add an extra fuel tank here, give us a bit more oomph. Got a great big RCS tank. We're going to use RCS a lot for this. I think that would be the best way to go. All the science and information inside there. We've got a couple of little connector ports here as well, so if we do need to have a rescue craft, they're there already. We can just plug in and away we go. Have to remember that for all the future craft, because I keep ending up keeping stranding Kerbals in places, so let's not do that. Anyhow, this is what we're going with. We've got plenty of things, 36 days of food, 33 days of oxygen. I think we're good to go. I'll see you in orbit. And here we are in orbit. A nearly 90 round orbit. I'm getting much better at the ascents here. I did actually create a node to get to Minmus. Completely forgetting you're supposed to change your pitch, your level, because Minmus isn't level with the equator. But it's there, and we will. I think that will actually crash us into it Yep, that will crash us smack bang into the centre of it. But I'm going to leave it like that, because by the time we get out of here, these things change. So we'll leave it like that for the time being. And 913 meters a second needed. We have 399. So not enough. Not enough for our little engine to do it. Well, doesn't particularly matter. We'll go round the planet, I think. Warp to next manoeuvre. And we'll get MechJeb to point us in the right direction. Now, obviously we'll have to stage halfway through this manoeuvre and use the little engine instead, which is nowhere near as powerful as that mainsail. So I think I'll actually burn off the mainsail about 30 seconds before the node, and then use the little engine to manoeuvre us in closer to it. That seems like a good idea to me. Whether it is a good idea or not, I'm not too sure. The other thing I might have to take note of at some point is how many of these little fuel cans I've got up here. I don't know how much space junk I actually have running. I don't know what it's set to in the settings. You can choose to turn it off, so once a piece of craft that doesn't have a probe or capsule on it, or it basically it sets it to debris. In the mapper you can change them. Debris, it can delete them automatically. There's our node there. I don't have that obviously turned on. I've got it set to whatever the default is. Not sure if I could turn it up or down actually, because, well, don't know. Make a decision on that. I like having debris up here. It means that there's random stuff flying around that you might crash into. Very unlikely, but it's possible. Just don't want it to obviously start slowing the game down. So I think we'll ignore it for now, and if things start going wrong, we'll get rid of the persistent stuff later. Now this is a 2-minute burn. Nearly over 3-minute burn actually. I think I'm going to go to about a minute over and then go around the planet again. Yeah, that I think would be a good idea. The closer you burn to a astral body, the closer you are to it, the greater you get from the birth effect. That's using the planet's or the moon's gravity, whichever object you're at, using the gravity of that to push you further, to get you more bang for your buck when it comes to fuel. So rather than carry on burning out here, like that, I think if I was to add an orbit onto this, or in fact, I think if I remove it and then add a new manoeuvre, go out to Minmus. Oh, that's the moon. There's Minmus. There's our little encounter with it. That's 1 minute 38 seconds. And that, quite high, 900,000. Difficult to do this. It's, that'll do. That'll do. We can adjust the manoeuvre later. That, and can I warp so far? How strange. Can't. Well, let's warp that far. So we'll have to do it manually. Round and round we go. Not sure if we went through the radiation belt there or not. I think we did. We definitely did, yes. Didn't get a warning up for it though. That was strange. No warning about going through the radiation belt. Unless we didn't go far enough. I'm not sure. I don't know. Not warped so far. Must be because we're coming round and round and it's clicking on the one after. Because there does seem to be multiple lines there. So anyway, let's get to within a minute. 1 minute 38 seconds is... that's about 50 seconds, I think, something like that we should fire the engines at. Yeah, let's do it now. That seems good. And speed up time because, well, that engine is slow. Very, very slow indeed. And here we are crossing into Minmus's sphere of influence. However, something odd is going on here. Apparently this vessel doesn't show up at all on... How strange. How very strange. What are it called? The Minmus lander. No, we're not showing up at all on the life support systems. So I have absolutely no idea what our food is. Well, it said 33 days. 33 days, so we're good. I'm not sure what's happened there. Anyway, let's... We need... to change our focus. No. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble, Jim. I don't want to walk there. I want to change our focus to be... There we are. Focus on Minmus. Thank you. I want to start slowing us down. I have an idea. We've got a lot of RCS. An awful lot of RCS. If we were to shut down that engine, you can adjust RCS thrusters. Is that 4? 4 by throttle, yes. That's what I want to do. Do that on all the RCS. And we've got 3 up here. Oh, it would help if I click on the things. There we are. And 4 by throttle to do that one. Yes. Right, and now, when you throttle up, he says, when you turn the RCS on, haha, and throttle up, there you are. They are based on the throttle. You can slow down and speed up. Yes. Oh, we could use... Minmus is still a long way away. But as you can see, far in here, we're already bringing our periaps out. There we are. Right. And if I was to try and circularize here, that way. It says a 7-minute burn. I'm not entirely sure whether that counts in the thrust. I want to say it does. Yes, I think it does. It does. So that would do that there. Right. In that case, Mech Jeb. Maneuver planner. That one there. Circularize at apoapsis. Nope. At periapsis. What's that? 12,000. Yeah, that might be a little bit low. Let's do an altitude of 30. Let's do 30 because I think that affects time warp there. And if I tell you to create and do that maneuver, it says a 9-minute burn. 9-minute burn. But MechJeb will do it all for us. That's the beauty of this. Jeb will come in. And at about 4.5 minutes, I think, hopefully. No, MechJeb is apparently going to wait until we're actually there. So, right, okay. So it would appear that MechJeb is an idiot. MechJeb didn't actually use. Didn't actually decide to fire that. I'm guessing it doesn't work with the RCS thrusters as engines. Roll over a bit just to get the sun. Oh, we might want to actually go over a bit more, perhaps. 20 degrees, 45 degrees. There we are, 45 degrees. That'll get the sun on both our solar panels. Right. So, we're in no danger at all of crashing into Minmus. We might go flying out the other side. I don't think so. I think we'll be caught in, even with a 7-minute burn here. So, I'll see you on the other side. And here we are in the orbit. We've got 30 one side, 22 the other. I will raise the periaps up again because you can't warp faster when you're under a certain height. I can't remember which one it is. 24. Can't warp faster than 100 under 24. Not that we should need more than 100, but anyway. Yeah, that was a fair bit of jiggery pokery actually there. We didn't use the main engine. Didn't use any fuel from that whatsoever. It was all on the RCS, but we overshot the mark by about 8 minutes or so, and then I had to do some very strange manoeuvres to try and get us into an orbit that was right, because by the time I got to be pulled into orbit, by the time I actually managed to get our apparatus into an orbit, the periaps was already back inside Minmus. So, jiggery pokery. Remember, MechJeb does not use RCS for engines. That's the lesson here. But anyway, we're here. We have contract to measure temperature in spaceflight above certain heights at these locations. So we're going to have to go round until we get to one of those locations. And there's one there. Then all we have to do is open the doors and log the temperature. Collected in space near Minmus. There we are. 1 down, 3 to go. So, I'll be back once we've got the rest of them. And that's the last temperature setting done. That is complete. Now we have plant a flag and have a Kerbal go on EVA. Right. So I think, Bill, you're the lucky candidate. Point the graph radial. Just generally want to get it somewhere stable. So it stops. There we are. And now, Bill, step outside. There you are. Bill has achieved the goal. There is our wonderful craft. Turn the lights on. What do you think of her? The feat of Kerbal engineering. And you should know, you're an engineer. However, I don't think I've forgotten about that solar panel thing. I remember you telling me there was nothing wrong with it when it was clearly smashed to pieces. I know, I was one that landed the spaceship on top of it. But anyway, back in you go, and you did get in this time, not stuck on the outside. Excellent, well done, Bill. Now, we want to land. We want to land anywhere, really, I suppose. And down we come very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. We actually run out of monopropellant whilst I was in accelerated time, and plummeted to the ground a bit sharper than I really wanted. But luckily we had the backup engine. It's a very good thing as well, because that would have been extremely painful. And touchdown. Up. Not quite sure why MechJeb insists on rotating things when you're up and down there. But anyway, nonetheless, it doesn't matter. Turn that off. We're here. We're on the surface of Minmus. We can open the doors and collect all the science. Pressure scan. And the Geiger counter, which we've already got. I wonder if you've got that in low orbit of Minmus. Observe the materials. There we are. Get a crew report. Excellent. I don't want to get a temperature scan because we've got one from up in orbit. Want to grab our scientist, or want to grab anyone really? Dudlow, you're first. I'm up the top. Can actually. Oh. Dudlow, really? Oh. Come on now. There we go. That was an interesting get up. You're going around the other side. Grab the science. I should really stick some ladders on these sort of things, because Kerbals can't quite fit in the service bay area. Oh, he's done it again. Up you go. Yes, if I had stuck a ladder here, he could have grabbed on and it wouldn't have been a problem. But it is a problem because, well, collect the data. Well done, Dudlow. Well done. So Kerbals can fit inside there. You can reset that and take the data from there, and you can also collect the data from the material bay and restore it. Excellent. Well done, Dudlow. Also, you can take a surface sample. Well done. EVA report. And plant that all-important 50,000 Kerbal buck flag. Yes. 150,000. 150,000 Kerbal bucks. Yeah. Everyone smile for the camera. And with all our Kerbals safely back inside the craft, we can go home, knowing that we have fulfilled our mission. We've got lots more liquid fuel, that everything has gone right so far. We made it to Minmus with no problems, we've got enough fuel to get home, we've got enough life support to get home. Everything's going well. Of course, now I've said that, you know exactly what's going to happen. Right. Now I am 1 day, 5 hours out, very nearly 2 days out. And we've just had a broadcast saying a corona, I believe it was. Or if anything here tells me. Control mass ejection coming in 1 hour 39 minutes. I've got absolutely no way to protect this craft from the sun. No way whatsoever. I haven't put any shielding on this craft. I haven't done anything. The only thing I could possibly think of is to point the sun behind us. Oh no, down, isn't it? Down. Point the sun down. That's no. Okay, point the sun up. There we are. Let's do that one instead. That would possibly block something with the back of the craft. I don't really know. The radiation is just going to irradiate straight through this thing, and they're all going to start going. I've got no moon to hide behind. The moon is a long way out. I couldn't get there if I tried. Yeah, the moon's we're about halfway. So I couldn't even get behind the moon if I tried. Certainly can't hide behind Kerbin. Oh dear. Right, we've got 30 seconds till this mass ejection occurs. I don't know whether it just instantly comes out and blacks us one, or whether it does take well, the speed of light's 8 minutes to get to Earth. I'm not sure about Kerbin. I don't know if the speed of light's different for Kerbals. Well, this is going to be a first. My first space weather effect with Kerbalism. Is one of the things that it adds, random things from stars. So storm duration for 5 hours. Solar storm in progress. We're still like a day out. 5 hours is a day, a Kerbin day, or 6 hours is a Kerbin day. So we're going to suffer the entire solar storm. And unfortunately, it doesn't tell me on my life support system what's going on with this craft. So I'm just going to accelerate time again and see what happens. Now, I don't know if we've been spared anything because of us not being on the list. Our oxygen is actually dropped a little bit. The food hasn't yet. We're probably still using the containers in here. A quick look. What have we got? That's still got 200. That's still got 200. That's still got 200. That's still. We're not consuming any food. Or oxygen. How very strange. I I have survived a solar storm because Kerbalism's life support system seems to have bugged out on this craft. That's the only thing I can assume. It's not registering the craft as an object at all. So these Kerbals are immortal, essentially. Interior over. Oh! Oh wow! I did not know that. Is that a mod or is that stock? I don't know. I don't know. You can see the panels in there and everything, and there's Bill sitting down the bottom next to fire extinguisher. Awesome! I didn't know that was there. No idea. Remove slot. No, I don't want to do that. Right. Well then. Let's bring them home, I suppose. They haven't got to worry about surviving or anything. I did change them to a lander, but that was to try and actually get them to register on here. Oh well. Considering how wrong things have gone for me so far, I'm gonna take it. I am gonna take it and just be happy. And there we are, almost 1,000 science. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Many different things here. We probably know more about the surface of Minmus than we do about the surface of Kerbin, which is quite similar to what it is in real life. 1,000,000 credits. Woohoo! We can finally upgrade things. Yes, I think in real life we do know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the depths of our own oceans. But that's because it's easier to get to the moon than to the deepest part of the oceans. Which I know sounds very strange, but it's true. That's how it works. 200 reputation. Okay. And there we are. There we are. We've got the money. The monies. We could upgrade the launch pad and launch bigger, mega, huger things. We could upgrade the tracking station, unknown object tracking for finding asteroids. Space plane hangar, we haven't really dealt with planes at the moment yet. I should probably upgrade the runway. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. Just so we actually have a runway rather than this dirt strip here. We've got a runway now. It looks better. Purely aesthetics. Administration, not really needed. The astronaut complex is good. Mission control, again, not really needed. And that will be needed. All that does is upgrade us to from 500 onwards, but we've got that yet. So that's it. What shall we get up to next time? What do you think would be a good idea? Building an orbital station? Do like the idea of doing that. Lots of science from around the moon. Fly by the sun. Bit warm out there. And explore Duna. That's not bad, but landing on Duna, we could send a probe. We could send a probe to Duna. I think that should be the next goal. We've done the moon and Minmus. Yeah. Let's take that. Does it expire? It offer expires never. Right, we're going to accept that. What's fly by the sun? Fly a vessel anywhere near the sun. Well, that would be easy, because on the way to Duna we would have to break out of Kerbin's sphere influence and end up in the sun's influence. So we'll pick that one up as well. I think we'll do that with a probe, because that would be easier to send over there. It does need science, it does need a way to transmit back. Yes. So that's the plan for next episode. But for now, this is where we'll leave it. A successful mission, lots of monies, lots of science. We'll look at what to upgrade there afterwards. And yes, we've been to the moon, we've been to Minmus. We're getting there. We're getting amongst the stars. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, as always, have fun.